Young Wei Koo all set to do. Do the honors, and we are underway from Atlanta. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So the Steelers offense getting set for their first drive. Leading them out at QB is the former North Carolina Tar Heel, Mitchell Trubisky.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Here's Trubisky. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. Again, it's Trubisky. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
after the incomplete pass. Here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Disrupting that play and dropping him was Arnold Ebiketie.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a 1st down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Mike Tomlin takes a shot here, but to no avail. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. And that could be a major momentum swing here early.
Because the defense stopped them. How great is that? They go for it on the first drive of the game. They're the ones trying to establish something, trying to assert a little dominance. And guess what? You turn it back on them and give the ball to your own offense. I agree with you. It could change momentum in a big way.
So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. Orchestrating the offense will be their versatile quarterback, the Hawaii native, Oregon Duck product. Of course, that's Marcus Mariota. Mariota looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And we're going to see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He'll decide to keep this once more. And maybe shades in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their 2nd offensive possession. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger. You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Buying time to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of the game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Now it's Trubisky. Quick completion here to Johnson. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 39. A sizable 16-yard chunk there. The drive continues. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
That's the third time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Quick slant finding Claypool. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often...
Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashaan Evans. And the Falcons are going to have it here at their own 15.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
Now Patterson to start the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. We're scoreless after 1. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that will be incomplete.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
On 4th down, Dom Maggio out to punt. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Steelers as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. He gets this one to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Now it's Trubisky. Touchdown! Chase Claypool from 6 yards away. And the Steelers post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 7-0. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Atlanta regains possession of the football.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Beginning on the ground with Patterson.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and 3rd and 1 now.
They'll run with Patterson.
And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, going back to Patterson. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Mariota now from the 50.
That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
From the 41, Mariota.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The end result, 21 yards. Mariota. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll run it with Williams. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. 3rd and goal, Mariota.
That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Crew able to connect on the extra point. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Steelers taking over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
On 2nd and 10, Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
On third down, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Trubisky to throw again.
He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well inside the 25.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
So a touchdown apiece. So I'm waltzing down Main Street, got an umbrella, just a torrential downpour, and I look over, and this guy's stone-faced wearing a poncho that says, "Don't rain on my parade," and he is just angry. And we gotta go. I'll tell you the rest later. Here we go. Third quarter.
And the half will begin with a touchback. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
They'll give it to Patterson. He'll get a yard. That's all as they get him down at the 28.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Got this complete to the tight end, Pitts.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts.
72 yards.
And the Falcons have moved out in front.
Well, that's pretty impressive, Charles. It's one thing to be an elite speed wide receiver and have all that yards after the catch into the end zone, but from your tight end?
Yeah, you don't get that very often. What you're describing is more like a Tyreek Hill, a Devontae Adams, and Antonio Brown. You're not talking about a guy that lines up or can line up in line and look like an extra tackle on running plays. He took that bad boy downfield just like he was a scat back.
Before the game, he told me, I'm going to have a zinger or two today. And I was like, oh, a zinger or two? I guess that's a zinger, right?
That's a zinger.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field.
And it is incomplete. Good positioning there downfield to break that one up.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
To throw again on second down, Trubisky. And His throw here's incomplete. He's lucky to be getting that one back.
After what they've done with him all day long, with all the targets trying to go after him, he's obviously gotten smart, and his pride has kicked in. Made a terrific play.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Steps away to his left. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. Decent gain on the scramble of 6, but now it's 4th.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Oh, Johnson, nice grab. And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
11 yards on the pickup, and it'll give the Steelers a first down. Trubisky will throw.
Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Forced out to his left. Now a leaping catch. He's got it. And down inside the 15 he goes. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Johnson. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
From the 4, this is 2nd down and 1. Harris running straight ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Najee Harris taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here.
Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Mariota to throw it.
A quick throw there going to be batted away, and it complete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 4th down. The Falcons send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away.
Olszewski now to return. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now Trubisky on 1st down.
Open man completes it to Claypool.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Trubisky to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky.
Pickens on the slant.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal.
A run with Harris out of the shotgun.
And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Najee Harris
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Steelers have broken our tie and have taken a 4th quarter lead.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now Mariota.
They'll get this into the hands of Bird. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off by Minka Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
He's going to float this one deep right side. And a flag comes out as that is batted down and incomplete. But I think there was early contact. Let's check the call.
Well, obviously they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. And the Falcons are right back in this football game. So certainly a big mistake there, Charles. First and goal, and they throw the interception.
Oh, that's just agonizing for a team because you still got at least 2, maybe 3 downs in your pocket. So if it's not there on first down, there was no sense in trying to force something. Instead, they turned the ball over.
Mariota's throw taken in by Edwards.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
Straight ahead, Patterson.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
To throw, Mariota. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Atlanta. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Mariota. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
There's your co-NFL record holder, T.J. Watt, doing what he does best, terrorizing quarterbacks.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Here's Mariota.
That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. To throw is Mariota. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
T.J. Watt picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down.
Able to find Patterson. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Another completion right back to Patterson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Steelers. He's at the 30, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6.
It's over, let's dominate.
So that's about as fortuitous of a bounce as you're going to find as it's scooped up and taken in for the touchdown.
And I love how you use the word fortuitous there because as that popped up, he just happened to be in the right place, grabbed it, and found his way into the end zone.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Mariota sets to lead this offense. Down by 2 touchdowns, 65 seconds remaining. The turnover does give them life, but they still need 2 scores. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Passing lanes, tough to come by with so many defensive backs on the field here late in the game. And it's not just the number of bodies, it's their quickness and their agility that makes it tough to complete a pass.
Mariota finding Edwards.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40.
Here's Mariota.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Cameron Sutton.
And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, we knew this was going to be a tall order anyway, down 2 scores with this little time remaining, but that interception puts an end to any hopes that they had.
All right, partner, work with me here because obviously scoring a touchdown, getting the onside kick, then going down, scoring again. Well, that's asking a lot, isn't it? And that's really not a great expectation to begin with. I think they'll look back on this game and see what got them in this spot in the first place and say to themselves, we really gave this game away.
Oh, Trubisky going to throw.
Able to hit his target, Claypool.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Throwing here, Trubisky.
Claypool with another catch. And the Steelers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Najee Harris.
A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Steelers tack on another score as they have dominated this 4th quarter.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
Fielded right around the 8.
Well, now how about this return?
And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another game.